maybe it won't be too long until that's a legit profession. Uh, So yeah, I want to make so I have the UI system set up to be slightly, or the power system and UI system set up to be slightly flexible, and that you can drop bombs in whatever, or you can drop your new powers in whatever configuration you want. Like you can put them here, you can put them. Hey, we got a new follower. Uh, Legendary neurotoxin, welcome to the stream. Wow, that sounds powerful. Legendary, not just a neurotoxin, but a legendary neurotoxin. I To be honest, I'm glad you're on my side rather than against me. So thank you for joining, and thank you for your viewership. Um, uh, I would say go for it, Trent. I think like I think maybe someday there'll be like a single like go to for like dev streams, but right now they're really like I think they I think if anything, right now they need more accessibility, not less. Actually, while I have an audience, I might as well. I might as well. I wrote this a few days ago, so it's already off the front page. But I wrote a for. It was literally the first thing I ever wrote for game dev on for our game dev on Reddit. It was basically like the first thing I've ever submit to Reddit before. I'm more of a lurker on that site than anything, but yeah, it's just like a little my thoughts on like the state of live streaming right now. So I don't know if anyone is like about it about like uh, just like the idea of live streaming. I mean, apparently you guys like at least watching it. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the UI system. You can drop the bomb, drop the powers in whichever order you like, and so previously I had been benefiting from the fact that the the powers show up. Actually, they don't typically show up all so soon. They're usually it's much more prolonged the order in which you get them. And so one thing I hadn't noticed is that I hadn't been properly excuse me. Referencing the specific powers, I had just been benefiting from the fact that they always came in the same order. But that's actually not necessarily the case, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. So now I am pivoting to adapt for that. So we already have like these, like basically like reversals of for POW buttons and slots, but what we don't have is types to button, which I think is what we need now. So I'm going to just quickly adapt this, and there's only 3. So if it irks you that that I would do this sort of reverse lookup, then I assure you it's it's really quite painless. All right, so but we're not looking for slot pow anymore. We're looking backwards through pow type, I think, if I recall correctly. Pow type. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, we should go by pow type dot length. I mean, they're all the same length, but. Alright, so save that, and now, yeah, so I think what I was just like taking for granted before that I can instead now do the correct way is when I'm activating powers, I'm activating them based on the UI system, the UI input. So maybe I should actually, I mean, if I was going to optimize this, and I might at some point, so to optimize this, I'd probably want to, I'd actually probably want to reverse the order because I'm slotting them in just in order of convenience as they're added, but actually that's not going to be the primary manner in which we reference them. That's really only the case at time of creation, and then subsequently they actually get much greater use. I like that we got the think tank working. I trust you guys. You guys are going to come up with something great. Uh, yeah, all right, so we were encountering a small error because I had overlooked this before, and so now, all right, so power. Oops, wow, I went way too far. Um, right, so when we're activating powers, here, no, here. Wait, what? Is this? Oh, okay, no. Yeah, okay, here we go. Sorry. So we don't just want POW type I. So we're to get to the POW time, we're looking for the slot. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess I could just change how POW time works. No, no, we're not even looking for the slot. We're looking for the button. So yeah, I'm inverting this. I was benefiting of the fact that POW type array typically goes 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, but it doesn't have to. It so instead we'll instead of saying POW type I, will as we just added, we now have POW type type type. I can type, I swear. Type to button. And I think I did not capitalize that correctly. Yeah. I think we got that now. And we can find out in not much time. We just have to plug this in, see if it works. See if that fixes it. Alright, so save. And so the bug was, the error was occurring when we dragged the powers down from the top bar to the bottom bar in an order, in an alternative order. So, for example, starting with anything other than bombs got this to occur. So, bombs will be the first one to spawn, and that's why it took us so long to find this in the first place. So right, okay, so here we go. So dash. How about that? Yeah, look at that. Totally works. Well, dash targeting was a little weird in that case, but other than that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we did it. Super did it. Alright, so now POW 3 should work. What? Well, that was fun. So maybe, yeah, I was probably getting way too much mileage out of the assumption, or the false assumption of the order in which uh, huh, um, the order of, oh, okay, although we do still get to see the tint of the hero. That's cool. I don't know how I like that. I don't know if that'll be like the final coloration. Oh yeah, and actually that was what we were checking in the first place. I mean, clearly I have more to fix up in power activation, but uh, sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Good luck, Pixel Bards. um, all right, so yeah, I mean, clearly we have to address that, and by we I mean I have to address that other aspect. But yeah, the reason I came here in the first place was to see how I felt about the tint. All right. Anyways, so right, so why wasn't that wearing off? Oh, probably because that was never set to something other than 0. Supermod was probably 0 still. Uh, oh, is that so? What where does JW stream from? Like, because like for the past month or so, I've been like, whenever I'm not streaming, I'm looking for other streams, and like, so yeah, a lot of the stuff in that that I wrote about was about like my experience trying to find streams, um, and I mean maybe he just streams at the same time I do, so I probably miss a lot of those streamers because I mean like I don't browse while I'm live, but yeah, I mean I'd definitely be interested in watching that because that I yeah, I have a lot of respect for them as developers, so that'd be cool. Um, all right, I'm just gonna check quickly. Supermod. I know there's that bigger thing that I should be addressing, but supermod strength. Where is that? It should be right under the power block. Supermod strength. Yeah. All right. That's why it was because it was always 0. That's why it would never reevaluate. Um, oh. All right. Yeah. Cool. Uh, sorry. I'm just gonna. Oh right, and sure they stream under the title of the game that they're working on. Uh, I guess I'll just follow because it's not going to show up on any of my other searches. I mean, unless they're indexed on Lunar Enigma or devstream.tv. Those are the only other than I mean those are the only places I've found to look so far. So if there are other registries or like other I don't know what's, then I'll have to keep an eye out. All right, so I think. Hold on, I'm just gonna. I know there's the bigger issue of the power slot ambiguation, but I'm just gonna check this real quick. Uh, yeah, I finally like I was. I'm planning to participate in the Ludum Dare October challenge, which is why I decided I should finally start streaming under that banner. But it took me a while to get to that point because I kept wishing they would just add like a legit like real category. But I mean like all right, so that's lasting for 3 seconds and it's wearing off. Cool. All right, so it at least serves the purpose, even if I'm not 100% about the exact effect and the exact appearance of the effect. So yeah, Ludum Dare is also just Latin for game development, basically. I mean, it literally means like to give a game or to give games. So that's what I do. I make games and I give them. All right, so I tend to actually in my spare time I tend to follow the Ludum Dare channel more than the programming channel. Although for people, if to anyone who is having difficulty watching my stream just because of the state of my code, you might be interested in checking out the programming channel too. That's another. It's also very active. There are a lot of people who stream under it, and they tend to be engineers, which is why I'm never going to stream under that channel. Yeah. All right. So cooldowns are weird, and that happens at GUI time. That we set the cooldowns. So we seem to be setting them for the wrong ability. So let's see what we can do about that. Use avail. Yeah. Pow act. No, it's not here. Is it? No. Is it? Pow act. Oh no! Is it in power activation that we do this? Maybe. Pow time. Oh, so wait, maybe we didn't fix that just using pow type to button. So if we go type to button. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I was mistaken. Because I in this case. Wait, let's see. Let's see what I is in this case. And actually, let's just see if we can't simplify it because we were doing some funny stuff up above too. So yeah, all right, let's go back to the other one. Like this is a mouthful here. So all right, no, if we have the slot and we just want the button, then that's simple. We can just say if we have the slot and we want the button, we can just say I know I have this one. Pow type. No, not pow type. What is it? All right. It was a long time ago that I implemented this in the first place. It was a relatively long time ago that I implemented this in the first place. So, what is it? Slot pow. Yeah, just slot pow. Because we have the. Oh no. All right, no, I didn't have to make something new. That was all. All right, so thank you. I'm getting better at it. So all right, so to heck with all this stuff, we're just going UI pressed because UI pressed is slot, and we just need to get button out of that. So yeah, so pow act. Forget all this other stuff. It's actually pow act. Pow slot to button UI pressed. What? Oh wait, no. Wait. UI pressed is the. No, slot to button is the free one. So we don't even. All right. All right. Pow act. Pow slot. Yeah, it's not even the reverse lookup. It's just the regular one. All right. Wait. Oh, slot pow. Pow slot. Okay. And I mean, we could do this here. We could do this downstairs, but I'll just do it here for convenience sake. All right. So pow act. And it's this one too. Alright, so, yeah. Yep. So that should be better, and now let's make sure it's better downstairs too. So, pow act. Wait. Oh no, that's the same place. So now, yeah, now we don't have to. We don't even have to convert these anymore. Now it's just I, because we already converted it upstairs. All right, so, yeah. Pow speed. Oh wait, but pow speed though. Pow speed we do have to convert because what we got for pow time was the button. So now using the button to get the speed, we just send. Okay, so we just send this through pow type. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we haven't ruined everything. Oh wait, but power activate. I don't think we want power activate I. No. We want power activate power type I. Because, yeah. Because once again, we're dealing with buttons here. All right. So yeah, I was right. We don't have to refactor how the system works because I did set it up the correct way the first time. Sometimes I don't know. Errors make me doubt myself. Errors make me think I'm somehow. It's like I mean like because an error is an indication that something has gone wrong, and then I guess it from that somehow it's not a far reach to perhaps everything has gone wrong. Oh no, I'm a failure. All right, so. So we're not 100% there yet. But why is that? It's not because I have to. The good news is that it's not because I have to refactor how this stuff works. Oh, sorry, I haven't been keeping up with chat. Whoa, really? Wow. Thanks for all the sweet links. I'm gonna have way more to watch now. Uh, Although I would point out that this kind of confirms my point that this stuff is just too distributed. There's no one-stop shop for this stuff. So the only like the way that people find out, like one of my points is that like people unless like, well, I don't know. I mean, Jonathan Blow is like fairly well known, and even he's like relying on word of mouth. So I don't know. I mean, I guess even the big guys can benefit from word of mouth, but like, okay. Uh, I Yeah, the reason I switched to the black background is just for the sheer luminance of it. Like, it felt too much like staring at a low wattage light bulb to just stare at a white background for too long. So I eventually I went light on dark. Yeah, it's I guess it's a very aesthetic thing. Like some people what one person might strongly prefer, another person might find horrendous. All right, so power activation. I. Pow time. Oh, so maybe it's our other. We also have the use of pow time, which oh wow, we have a lot of uses of pow time. Uh, yeah. All right, hold on. Let's find out references. All right, there aren't that many. Where is it? Uh, nope. Wait, pow time? What does pow time do here? Pow time's. Oh right, yeah. That's because if we add a we're using it here because if we add a speed modifier to an ability while it's cooling down, we actually reduce that cooldown, so that way you can benefit from it immediately. Um, oh, that's nice. Yeah, I was picturing like a much brighter green than but that's yeah, that's like a you could I don't know that overall aesthetic made me think of like camo for some reason. Like you could code in the jungle and not be detected. I like to think of myself as quite a gangsta individual. Uh, I'm glad you picked up on that. uh, all right, here we go. So pow time, pow type I. Uh, pow time I thought would go by what? I thought pow time would go by buttons. I wouldn't necessarily expect pow time to go by. Maybe that's why I split the difference and went um, uh, different ways in different places. I'm gonna try. Which do I like more? Pow time. Pow time as a reference to the button, I suppose, because pow time really affects the button. The button is what is affected by pow time. So I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense to go by pow type for pow time, but for now I'm just gonna. I think I've started moving in the direction where pow time means the time of the button, not the time of the power. So um, pow buttons. Yeah, and then both of those are fixed. There's like if I change the UI system so that you can rearrange your buttons, there might be a case where slot and button, although presently that gets set and does not vary, that association gets set and does not vary. Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, apparently, was it like 4.6 or something? Whatever's the next major update. Apparently, Unity's getting a new UI system, and it's supposed to be really good. So, fingers crossed. I am very much looking forward to that. I'll be quite excited when it gets here. All right, so yeah, I was just gonna say that there might be a point where I break the association between a slot and a power, and the slot and a button, but I don't ever break the association between a power and a button. So, yeah. Um, so, okay, let's see. Right, so we're saying time pertains to buttons because time is visual. It's right on the edge, so I guess that's probably why yeah. Okay, anyways. So power buttons are transfer focus. All right, so I'm using it right correctly here. Scale, UI cooldown, etc. etc. Pow time, pow type I. Oh, well, that would also explain it. That I'm thinking of this as iteration over type rather than buttons. Let's just. Wait. Why am I iterating over type and then plugging it into buttons? That in and of itself is a bit silly. Alright, or buttons. Pow time I. Yeah, and we're iterating over buttons, so that's sensible. Pow buttons dot transform etc etc. So pow time, we're iterating over buttons, so we don't have to go by type. Hopefully, this is the last point of ambiguity in how I used. Oh right, okay, but then pow speed actually does go through pow type because that's actually a characteristic of the power, not of the button. So, yeah, I'm gonna make a note where I declare pow time that this is definitively a characteristic of the button and not the whoa, what on earth did you just do? That was the weirdest thing. I seriously hit // and it just like, I don't know, weird text appeared. It freaked me out. Anyways, power time. So this is indexed with button, not power. All right. So, wait, hold on. Pow buttons. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely had that one all twirled around in my mind. So, anyways, hopefully the spaghetti has unraveled. Yeah, that sounded equally dumb in my head. I don't know why I still said it. So now, regardless which order we pull these powers down, and regardless which slots we put them in, they should function correctly? Dare I say? Yeah, that looks like functioning correctly. So bombs would not work here unless I got everything correctly. And dash would not work here unless I got everything correct. Alright. We did it, you guys. We did it. Uh, all right, sorry, that was quite a diversion. Really, all I wanted to test was the visual effect of Path 3, but that was a landmine that we had to stumble across eventually. And actually, now that we've sorted that out, it's easier to it's easier down the line when we make this whole UI rearrangeable. It's still going to be a sticky wicket when we make it so that this square is rearrangeable as well, because I want it not just that you can move the powers around between these three slots, but you can actually move the power slots to take over this square and move the square around as well. So yeah, yeah. You like public variables? Just wait till we get to this tuning pass. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna take the entire month of November. um, um, I'm just reading up on chat. um, Yeah, I'm not actually gonna refactor this project. I might refactor for optimization, but I'm not gonna refactor for what's the term when like it really doesn't matter, but people feel like it matters. Like goodness, is that the term? No, what's the thing where because okay, so the difference between like clean code and like code that's like who cares but it works. Um, That's the thing I'm not going to do because the code isn't my portfolio. The finished products are my portfolio. So if the games couldn't run in an effective manner, but ooh, that sounds fun. Well, have a good have a good adventure or. I don't know. I've actually never DM'd, so I don't know what it feels like from that perspective. I don't know. Have a have a good evening, guiding the fates of however many hapless adventures. Yeah, thank you, Trent. That was basically what I was trying to express. And like if I was like trying to get into engineering, I would do the opposite, or not the opposite. I would still want the finished product to work, but I would also want the code to work. I would put the emphasis on getting the code to work, and I wouldn't have picked projects that demonstrate range of design. I would have picked projects that show like technical prowess. Like even if they weren't as interesting finished products, if they were interesting like technical pieces, it's like playing up to the strengths that you want to show, right? I mean. As long as you're getting the correct point across, then yeah. Yeah, have a good night. And thank you again for tuning in, Pixel Bards. I hope to see you again sometime. Uh, I'll stop babbling. Sometimes when people say they're leaving, I'll just like keep talking, and I'll like it's the delay between the chat and the camera. Like I keep talking because like it takes so long to like hear back from them. If I would hear back from them, I'm like, would it be rude if I just stopped talking? And then I end up just like, yeah. Anyways, if you're still here, once again, have a good night. If you're gone already, that makes sense. That'd be a probably sensible thing to do. Also, again, I appreciate all of your viewerships. It's great. I started recently, and for a while it was literally just like 0 viewers, and it's a weird feeling because like I'm like, well. Well, this is my life. Anyways, so yeah, how was the visual effect? I mean, I know I said like it wasn't my favorite, but like, was it passable? Or I guess I should probably like tune it. I could probably make it like this is a relatively subtle change between like these two tones of orange that we have in our selector, but I mean they might represent. Like even a subtle change might represent enough of a visual distinction that it's like satisfactory for our purposes. Because that's a significant visual change. So what if instead of 25, what if it was like 30? Wait, what's the tone of our original value? The tone of our original value is 40. So it was a difference of 10 before. We should shorten the cooldown on that ability. Yeah. Right now it's at 45 seconds. I'm just going to restart the simulation and drop it down to like 4 seconds. So it'll only take 1 second longer than its duration. All right, so oh yes, and then so what if instead of 25, what if it was 35? What if it was like just a very subtle change, but like we again like this. I don't really want to change the color or whatever. Oh, and actually I should. Well, no, I'll do it for just the hero case, and then I'll check allies as well. So like we only want it to be noticeable enough that. So okay, that might be too subtle, but like what if it was like 32? What? Why does the? Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so all right, hold on. I'll just restart the simulation, because I can't just change the initial. I can't change. It doesn't matter if I change the initial value. I have to change the actual in use value. All right, so yeah, let's try. So 25. Let's try 32. It's almost up. Yeah, there we go. So that's noticeable. Well, I say it's noticeable, but then I just remembered I'm not colorblind, and so for some people that actually might not be noticeable. So, yeah. I mean, the more I think about it, I should just like that might be fine. It might be fine to keep that effect. I don't necessarily have to cut that. But no, I should have a better way to message this. I just trying to think of a way to message it to really get the point across. Like I want to apply whatever visual effect I come up with. I want to apply it to the hero itself and the allies themselves. So here, actually, before I forget, let's see how it looks like with allies too. So all right, yeah. I mean that's no. Like if that were satisfactory. Like if color shifting was sufficient, then that could get the point across. But yeah, how are we going to accomplish this with not just a slight color shift, a very slight color shift, really? Like it's very subtle, but I mean that is what we were going for. All right. So anyways, I will use that as the value. It was I think 32 we had it. And we probably will use that effect, but so what do we do to emphasize that effect? I don't necessarily want to. So yeah, I want it to clearly affect the hero because that's what this power is about. The power should not only be noticeable, but it should also like that noticeable effect should work to convey what the ability is about, just in case it was not already clear. And I don't know. So like my first thoughts are like I could add geometry. Or I could add texture. I think if I'm gonna add anything, it'll probably be geometry. Probably. It'll be a change to the geometry. So I'm thinking maybe scale, because that kind of says it, right? We're getting more powerful, so we're getting bigger. Maybe. It would also have to be quite subtle though. So all right, let's try a subtle change in scale. How about that? And we'll scale the meshes, not the full entities themselves, not the entire game object. So right, so super, nope, just super. We can do this. All right. So yeah, when it wears off, let's say hero transform get child transform hero transform get child dot position scale local scale. There we go. uh, equals, I think it's 1, but let me double check. I assume it's 1. Oh, 1, 2, 1. Right, because they're tall. I remember this. Uh, so, is there like a... No, I think it's local scale is like probably the best way to interact with this. So, yeah, I guess I can just say I can just use the scale values. I could no, what could I do? Yeah, I'll just yeah, okay, so right. This is not difficult. I don't know why I thought this might be difficult. So local scale divided by equals super growth scale. Yeah, and then that's not a thing yet, but it will be a thing once I make it a thing. We also have to times equals super growth scale at that other place. This place. Okay, so now, yeah, so now in addition to tinting slightly, we will also make them slightly bigger temporarily. How bigger, you ask? Super growth scale bigger, which is not a thing. So you were correct to ask. Trick question. Super public float super growth. Oh right, yeah, it's not going to autocomplete for me. All right, but let's say for starters, let's say 1.2 maybe. Actually 1.1 because we want to go subtle. Save that. Let's see what that does. Public float super growth scale. Oh, equals 1.1 f. Because I was declaring a float, but you couldn't tell. Of course I wanted a double. Who doesn't want doubles? Everyone loves doubles. Sorry. Alright, so... right. I should probably just reverse the order of those or something, but no, we'll get there. Or you could just increase the rate at which mobs spawn. That would probably be helpful. Alright, Pi 3... Yeah, just a little bit bigger. We might want to go slightly bigger than that, because that is very subtle. So, oh. He also digs slightly underground, because, like, he's getting taller, but he's not getting... He's getting bigger, but he's not moving upwards at all, so he's like... That's fun, whatever. It wasn't... I mean, it's supposed to be subtle, so maybe just no one will notice, maybe. I don't know. Growth scale. So yeah, let's try 1.2, I guess. Oh yeah, and let's reduce the cooldown of that. Yeah. Alright, so, alright, yeah, that's still subtle, but noticeable. So, let's see how it works with the allies. Whoa! I forgot to change the index. He's getting super big. He's getting bigger for each ally that exists. Yeah. That's cool. Not exactly the effect I was going for, but still cool. Alright, so yeah, I guess we were right at 1.2, not 1.1. I think so far. Now let's go back and fix them. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so this is I, not 0. And this is I. No. Oh wait, no, that's not I. The other thing. Oh no, yeah, right. Derp. That's not right. That's 0, but it's also yeah, it's this, not hero. That's a subtle but important distinction. All right, save that. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's increase the rate at which mobs spawn. Cause why not? It'll just make all this testing faster. Cause we have a little more testing to go. Where is it? Here we go. Next, mob count increase. PD. I don't know what PD stands for. Whatever. So, alright, yeah, that's better. Path 3 gets a little bit bigger, gets a little bit smaller. Path 3 with tons of dudes. Oh, yeah, cooldown. Always with the cooldown. So that'll take just a moment to come back. I should permanently reduce that cooldown, just so that I don't keep getting hit by that. Alright, fine, I'll permanently reduce that cooldown. Yikes. Alright, so... Right, so we're testing with a bunch of dudes. Yeah, right. Okay. That sounds great actually, because this this is not my mental peak. I don't know if it's probably slightly noticeable that I'm not I'm usually a little like if you catch me at the start of the stream, I that's when I got a little more pep, a little more vim and vigor, but we're yeah, I think maybe maybe I won't worry about finishing off this power. Maybe I'll yeah, maybe I'm gonna be able to wrap up in about 8 minutes, and then we can all oh yeah, what's the do you want to start do you want to drop the 2D Heroes, do you want to drop the link to the next stream in this chat, so that way people will know which stream to hop over to? Because I think some people here weren't here because of the hosting. Some people I think were here before you got here. So yeah, if you wanna tell people where the after party's at, that'd be cool. I think you mentioned it earlier, but yeah, the Berserk guys. If you could just give like the direct link to their channel. That yeah, okay, thank you. Sorry, because of the delay, I'm gonna keep prattling on about it. You can continue to hear me prattling on about it for a little while longer, but thank you. Yeah, clipping. I guess it's probably just unavoidable. I could scale them only vertically. I wonder how that would go. So yeah, what if instead of just multiplying local scale by super growth scale, what if local scale plus equals up, or vector 3 dot up, I think, times, well, yeah, well, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll just do that, and then cool, and then we do on the reverse side, we do minus equals. I might be using vector up wrong, in which case we should get some cool results. Might just work though. So save that, and let's roll. See how it goes. Yeah, since we're gonna be winding down in a few minutes, I'll while I'm testing this, I'll take the opportunity to send out another thanks to all of the viewers because you're literally the difference between me just being a crazy person talking to my computer and me being a crazy person talking to the internet. And if I had to pick between the two, I'm gonna talk to the internet every day, every time. Oh wow, that's dramatic. I probably shouldn't make it quite so dramatic. Oh right, that's because I haven't scaled it down. I didn't want it to be 1.2 anymore. I want it to be like, I don't know, like point 4 maybe. I don't know. That might even be too much. It's not too much. Oh no, I know what'll help. Uh, oh, although that is also okay. That is actually, you know what? Yeah, that's probably fine. I was gonna say it's gonna be a slight hindrance because actually, as the case is, oh yeah, actually that just reminded me of something too. Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you want to hop over to the other channel, I'm just gonna be wrapping up things here. It's just gonna be me tweaking this visual effect. So you're welcome to stay, and then we can head over together. Or if you want to start filtering over there, cool. 2D years. Thank you for sending people my way, and thank you for the hype. So I'm looking forward to checking out your stream later because yeah, if people aren't going over to the other stream, don't forget an hour from now 2D Heroes is coming back. So maybe if you need a break, go take a break. And either watch this stream or not, and then yeah. So we got action-packed night of streaming back to back. Thank you everyone who watched, and thank you for making chat way more interesting than just me as a crazy person talking to myself. Hype. Thank you again, everyone, for streaming. Yeah, so to fix this visual effect, oh yeah, the thing I was expressing a slight concern about is that even at his standing height, the hero can sometimes obscure explosives that are directly behind him, and that reminded me of two things. For one, I was reminded of that, and immediately thought maybe I shouldn't make POW 3 like this. But I think the fact that we're making POW 3 that during POW 3 your hero also becomes much more powerful, I'm hoping we'll offset that. The other thing is that I want to change it so that the mobs carry the explosive devices higher above them. So I might even make the explosive devices just flatly bigger, just so that yeah, maybe only the mobs holding explosive devices will carry their coins higher, and then the mobs just holding regular coins will hold them at the same height. So that way, not only will they stand out better when behind the hero, but they'll also the coins will just generally be more visible when sorry, just reading chat. Just when standing in the crowd, so it'll just be generally better information for the player. Because this scene gets pretty hectic. I'm probably going to want to tone up the flash effect overall. Like I'm probably going to want to make that a much bigger effect. I might even make that a sprite instead of just a flash of light. I might actually make a giant like those like lens flare effect type sprites that not like cover the whole screen, but just like make it really prominent, like really drive home what's happening. So yeah, so first let's finish this visual effect. And to finish this visual effect, I think that's probably fine. The other thing that we're going to do is hero dot trans, or this whole thing again. This time local position plus equals pretty much the same thing, except if we're scale, so scale goes both up and down. Like when you scale on this axis, the center stays in the same place, so it travels. It expands like upwards and downwards. So we don't actually have to offset it by the full distance, we actually only have to offset it by half of that, because half of it already was upwards. We just have to counteract the part that's the half part that's downwards. And yeah, we'll do this for the kitties as well. If I was on Team Hero and I was an ally, I would take offense to getting called a kitty, but they can't hear me because the simulation's not running right now. Amongst other reasons. So then, yeah, let's go down here, and then, nope, that's not right. Alright, I'll just, whatever. Local position. Vector up, divided by 2. And then finally, this again. Save that. Alright. So I'm not gonna jump back to check the visual effect yet, because first I'm going to do the other thing about the explosive cookies. And so what are we going to do? We're going to say it's give cookie when we give the mob the cookie that we choose its position. So what do we say? Oh, right, so mobs transform position plus cookie offset. Although in this case, let's also I actually had this value before. I wonder if it's still here. Times expl, not expl spawn, expl cookie, expl ckie ratio. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the size difference between the small cookies and the big cookies. And so they used to just be held at the same height, but they'd be held at the same offset. But if we factor in this, actually, I think the reason I stopped doing this is because they were holding them too far out to the side, and it was harder to target because you're not actually targeting the explosive device, you're targeting the mob. But so yeah, instead of actually multiplying the ratio by the cookie offset, I'm going to instead do addition and instead do well, alright, cookie offset dot y. So it's only scaling up on the vertical axis. So now when we run it, well, once we fix the errors, wait, what did you say? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I can't do that. Right, so up, vector 3 up. Because this is vector addition. Yerp. Okay, vector 3 up times cookie offset y times explosive cookie ratio. Wait, hold on. No, that's too much. Right? Yeah, that's way too much. That's gonna like double y. Well, yeah, I'll just get rid of this term and then change the meaning of explosive cookie ratio. No. Yeah, I'll just change the, because I don't think I was even using, I'm pretty sure I'm not using explosive cookie ratio for anything. Yeah, this is literally the only place I'm using it. I'm just setting it and never using it. Alright, so, alright, yeah, perfect, fine, good. So save that, and then see what that does. So now they should just stand up a little bit higher. I like the way you think. Yeah, so I guess like the visual idea for the for these explosive devices was landmines, and so yeah, your typical landmine. I don't know. I think of it as like a round, like a metallic disc, basically. And so then, yeah, just in order to make it really noticeable, I guess that's a little bit silly. Actually, no. Maybe like proxy mines, I guess, would be a better example. I haven't seen a proxy mine in a while. So, and by seen a proxy mine, I mean I haven't played GoldenEye in a while. Uh, um, yeah, I could do an overhaul on the visuals, but so part of the reason that green, so part of the reason I ended up with white and red as the color scheme, I went with I was originally going to be gray, but I needed it to be as vibrant as possible. So I ended up I started with white, and just due to the shadowing, it like takes on enough gray that it actually hit what I was hoping for. The white makes it. Sorry, it just occurred to me that we changed something about it, and I'm not noticing any change. Maybe the ratio is too small. Maybe if I jack it up a little bit higher, that'll uh, that'll help it out. Yeah, and so then the red was kind of like a palette choice. Um, it I didn't want to introduce something. I didn't want to introduce a different color to the game actually, and I wanted one that specifically rang of danger. So I went with red. The flash is slightly tinted red, but I'm like to be honest, it was a much stronger visual effect back when the cookies and coins and everything were actual geometry. In order to just save on rendering, they're just sprites now. And so I definitely lost something in the visual effect. It was actually just today that I even got back the opacity. Previously, I'd been if you look at earlier builds, the coins are like ghost coins because uh, it I was just using like alpha from Drawer Transparency from Grayscale. Um, yeah, you're definitely right in that. I need to give them another art pass. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but it's gonna be noticeable because that's well, actually, you know what else is kind of nice is that they don't have quite as big an impact on the game anymore. Previously, the landmines literally would cause you to lose the game, but now they're just a halting factor. So they're a hazard, but they, like if you miss one, like it's not the end of the world. It's literally not the end of the world. It's not even the end of the game anymore. So, all right. Oh yeah, I was gonna try. Did I? No, I haven't found it yet. I was gonna explckie. Did I not expose it? Maybe I forgot to make it a public variable. Oh, here we are. Ratio. So let's put it up to like 4. See what that does. So it won't affect the mobs that are currently on screen because they're already holding their cookies, but now future cookie holders. See that guy? Yeah, that guy's probably holding his a bit higher. But I think that's actually not even what I would necessarily want to accomplish. I think what I want to accomplish actually is just to make it bigger. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to accomplish that. I could literally just scale it up a little bit, but it's oh yeah, actually, oh yeah, the other thing I could check while I'm here is considering I was going to. Whoa, that's huge! He got so much taller. Uh, Wait, is he like in the air now? No, that reset properly, right? No, he's in the air now. Cause I, cause I don't know why. What? I mean, I guess it just must have made an error in a. Oh. Yeah, they're both plus equals. This one's supposed to be minus equals. So he moved upwards and then he moved upwards again. Alright, yeah. Alright, so it is. Alright. My mistake. Yeah. uh, alright, and yeah, let's also see how it looks with, well, he did still get huge though, right? Like, even the first one was too much. So, all right, let's bring down the scale. Growth. Oh, right, because it's 1.2. Derp. I never got reset to 0.4 because I edited that while in play mode. All right. So that's at 0.4, and then. All right, that could be good. So let's see it with allies too. Ah, I don't know. I'll probably want to redo that one as well, because like that's not exactly. It's probably close enough, but I don't know. I also I also wish the I also wish this what do I wish? Vector up, super growth scale. Uh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna include in the calculation hero. Oh, this is wordy, but whatever. I'm gonna include in the calculation the scale of the thing because they're not, the hero and the allies aren't scaling uniformly. The allies are actually scaling to a greater extent because they start out smaller, but they're scaling up by the same amount. So this will change what growth scale means, but I think I'll like the effect more. Almost there. Just about there. This is actually save that. And then yeah. Oh wait, did I put it in all the right places? Or did I only put it in half the right places? Because we're supposed to go here too, right? I might not have done that. I'll double check. And probably after this I'll call it night. Probably. Although I'll probably undo that thing I did about cookie, how the explosive cookies are held. So yeah, while I'm doing this, again, I will take one more opportunity to say that you guys are the coolest. Because the people that are here right now not only hung out earlier, or I don't know, maybe you showed up new. And if you are new, cool, welcome, thank you. But yeah, no, you guys are the super coolest because you guys are the ones that are hanging out right to the very end. And that means something. It's seriously like, I've been streaming for like, I streamed all last week too. I just didn't smile as much. So no, it's just I appreciate that you guys are sticking it out. Right, okay, I did forget one. So save that. And oh yeah, I was gonna. I don't know. The cookie thing isn't quite right, but the thing that we did to it isn't quite right either. So for now, we'll just make do. Maybe all right. Actually, because I okay. So yeah, when it's clear to me that something is amiss, and I have like an easy dial for it, I tend to I'll tend to make a quick change to it because quick changes are so cheap, and whoa, okay, right, I have to change what that means. Wow, that's awesome. How did I mess that up? I mean, how did I get it so right, considering how awesome that is? All right, hold on. I can figure that out. Uh, First I need to change change this value because that's crazy. So 0.4, I think. Or no, 0.2 actually, because we have that extra. Yeah, wasn't that great? Whoops, wrong button. Save. Alright, yeah, so, alright, not quite done yet. Super growth ratio. Alright, so local scale minus equals vector up times growth scale hero seems legit. Wait, no. This can't be legit, because this one went way wrong. Minus equals super growth scale. Oh, because local scale y means something different here. Right. So that's silly. Uh... Yeah. Oh, I want to make a game like that sometime. Just like completely abstract. And have you ever played Antichamber? I heard that. I never actually played it. I think I own it actually. I think it's in my Steam queue, and I just never actually got to it. But all right, so I have to. All right, I was gonna be. No, that was actually lazy of me. I should actually just do the real thing here, which is to say this is times ally ratio, ally size ratio. And yeah, I mean that's what I really meant to accomplish, and I was just going. For some reason, I didn't want to introduce a new variable right now. I think that's a symptom of my brain going, trying to, if my brain had a speaker right now, it would be playing that music they play at award shows to try and get the person off the stage. Yeah. Alright, so ally size ratio, I'm pretty sure is like 0.8. And if it's not exactly 0.8, 0.8 is probably close enough. Ally size ratio equals 0.8 f. And also this is a public float. Actually no, it doesn't have to be public, it just has to be... Oh yeah, so instead of setting it, I'll just say at start, not restart, at start, what at start? At start, ally size ratio equals ally prefab dot get child, or dot transform dot get child 0 dot local scale dot y divided by hero transform get child local scale y. And yeah, so then it actually will scale correctly. And alright, one last thing, we're going to check and see that works. Oh man. Yeah, I should probably keep a blooper reel. Some developers do that. I think they'll like actually keep track of their worst bugs. Alright. It's actually working now. Yay! I thought I jinxed for a second there, like as I was saying that, I was like, oh god, I jinxed it by saying it was fixed before it's actually done. But yeah. I think that seems pretty good. they just get a little bit taller, and like the point will be really driven home by the fact that they just start tearing through stuff, kind of like what they're doing now because I cheated them all in. So this is way too powerful. So all right, I think we're gonna call it done. We're gonna ship this someday, not quite yet, but we're gonna call it done for today. Thank you again for everyone who tuned in. In case you missed it, super cool guy, 2D Heroes, was he I think he so 2D Heroes was streaming earlier, some as you might know. Uh, um, so yeah, 2D Heroes was streaming earlier, and then when he wrapped up shop on his stream, he sent people my way. He's coming back. He's not coming back yet, but in the meantime, I think there's another stream going on, and I think he was saying that this other stream is playing his game. So yeah, I'm in chat. I'm sending the link to the stream that he pimped, and then I'm also, hold on, I'm gonna get a link to his stream as well. His is not online right now, I don't think. Oh, but okay, he's actually, forget that link I just put up, because he's hosting that other stream, so you can just go right to his. Wait, if he's hosting another stream and I host his, will it host can we do hostception where I don't know. I might try that. I've also never used the hosting thing before, so I'll probably mess it up if I do. So yeah, thank you for everyone who watched. If I'll say it in chat too, in case anyone's away from keyboard when I shut up shop. But you guys are the greatest. You guys are my faves. Don't tell anyone, but you guys are the best viewers. No, thank you again for tuning in, and I'm gonna be doing. So is today Thursday? Wow. So I'm probably gonna be back tomorrow. Sometimes I don't do a full day on Friday. Sometimes I do less of it. But I also want to get into streaming on weekends too. So yeah, if you like anything that you saw, maybe consider following. And if you follow, then I will be back soon, and I hope to provide some quality entertainment for y'all. So have a great night, internet.